This group project was doomed the moment your teacher said pick your own partners, because guess what? Stray Kids just pulled up and this assignment, yeah, it's not surviving this. So let's break down the chaos. If you pick Bang-chan as your project partner, you think he's just helping, but he's rewritten the entire project 3 times. He's sleep deprived, overachieving, and running the group like his JYP headquarters. If you pick Han as your partner, then you probably haven't seen him since the first meeting, but he comes back the night before the deadline with iced coffee and no slides for the presentation. If you pick Seungmin as your partner, he contributes nothing but sarcasm and judgmental side eyes, but he somehow still pulled the highest grade and act like it was nothing. If you pick Lino as your project partner, then he threatened to leave the group every 15 minutes, but he does most of the work anyways and roasts you while doing it. If you pick Felix as your partner, he make the slideshow aesthetic and add sound effects, and he's probably the reason why the teacher smiled during the presentation. If you picked IN as your project partner, he'd copy your answers, make a typo, and still copy your name. How he passed, no one knows. If you pick Changbin as your project partner, he'd keep yelling "let's focus" while being the most distracted. He's already sent 54 messages to the group chat and none of them were useful. If you pick Hyunjin as your project partner, he wouldn't type a word, but he'd make the slides look like they belong in a museum. Nobody's mad though, the font's A and that's what matters. So which Stray Kids member are you picking if you actually had a group project? Be honest, cause your grades depend on it.